Alright, my fellow mafiosos, so we're back for another video, and today we are back on Flashpoint for many reasons. Number one, they've updated their game, so right now, when you enter into their game, like when you press this play button right here, it takes you straight to this main menu instead of just straight into the game, so you could do like a server browse and all that stuff. And in addition to the server browser right now, there's actually a 32-player version of it, so any lower spec PCs can actually join this game. So any lower spec PC players right now can actually join the 32-player version of the server. I'm not sure what the frame rate is on that server yet, but I am going to check that out soon. And they also have a Conquest Large version of it for anyone who has a better PC. So, of course, there's that. So I'm just going to hop into a match, which is Conquest Small, because I wanted to test out the frame rate right there. And hopping into the game, it seems like I still have, 160 FPS. And so, for anyone who has a lower spec PC, you guys could actually join this game right now. Nice. Dude, this is actually looking slick. The recoil is actually more predictive this time. It's more predictable this time, which is nice. I mean, there's not a lot of players in this server, so I would like to use this opportunity to give you guys a heads up of what the changes are. So, of course, pretty noticeable change right off the bat is the arm swing pattern this time. Historically, you would hold your assault rifle in a really, weird way, as if you're holding a sniper rifle. But right now, it swings towards the side instead of swinging your gun upwards like a sniper rifle. So that's a really good change, of course. It does seem like I get a better field of view of what's happening in the battlefield. Not to mention, there's also a recoil change to this game as well. So instead of having your gun just going everywhere, going left and right as it goes up, this time it goes up and it just veers towards the right side of the screen, which is kind of predictable this time. And what's also new in this game is the kill feed and the experience feed, what you got, how many points you got, or how many experience you have. Yeah, that's also new in this game as well. Right there, when you capture Delta, you get that information right up front that you got 300 experience points. The recoil change is really significant to me, in my own opinion, because you can predict the recoil this time. It veers towards the right as you keep shooting. And I'm not sure what the recoil is like for, the Mark 14 or... And I'm wondering what the recoil is like for all the other weapons, like the M249 or the MPX, the Mark 14. Let me try the Mark 14 at least. The Mark 14 even has its arm swing changed as well, which is nice to know. And so this is the recoil for the Mark 14. It also veers a little bit to the right, not as much though. Yep, it does veer a little bit to the right immediately as you shoot. And the hip firing, I would imagine it has not changed. Yeah, it has not changed. As for the pistol though, has it changed at all? Yeah, the pistol also has changed. It acts like a assault rifle this time. Yep, you can see it going up and it just veers a little bit towards the right this time. So it's now more predictable instead of just going left and right and left and right. Yeah, that one was really messy. That's just a really messy recoil system. So yeah, big improvement. I like this big improvement. And I would imagine the MPX has the same recoil as well. Let me try that one out. Yep, there you go. It goes up, and it just veers towards the right. Let me try that again. This one's more intense. MPX feels like the MPX has a more intense recoil or horizontal recoil. And I would imagine people would be putting compensators on this. I currently have a muzzle brake, and that is a really, really bad horizontal recoil right there. Let me go ahead and try and equip a compensator on it just to reduce that. Where's that compensator? There it is. Let me see if that works. Yep, the compensator works. Seems like the compensator actually does its job at preventing that huge horizontal recoil. Ooh, I don't know what that pattern is. I was not moving my mouse at all. Yeah, that seems a little bit weird. It goes up at the end for some reason. I'm not sure why. But at least I know where, like, in general, where the recoil is going. Later? There's someone else down here? Yes, there is. I mean, I'd rather hip fire with this guy. Aw, come on, dude. As for the machine gun, though, I don't know what changed on there, but I'm gonna go ahead and give that one a try. Oh boy, you move hella slow with this. And the recoil? Oh my god. Oh my god, Jesus. Just looking at that recovery of that aiming is just like, I have no words on that, you know what I'm saying? And now I feel like there's a purpose of using a compensator this time. Like, historically, people would be equipping a muzzle brake on it just to prevent the horizontal, or I meant not the horizontal, I meant the vertical recoil, and just have a laser aim right there. But this time, since there's horizontal recoil in the play right here, I would imagine a lot of people who's going to be full autoing a lot in this game are going to be equipping compensators. Like, I don't even know if I have a compensator on this. Do I even have it? Yeah, I do have a compensator on this. Let me try that again. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at that. I don't think they're going to be happy about this. Wait for that recoil. Wait for that recovery. Wait for that recovery. It went like 90 degrees to the right, dude. Like, what the heck, dude? I mean, at least I get to know where I am gonna shoot. So I don't know if the recovery is gonna match my mouse, but I'm gonna try it out. So I'm gonna try and control this recoil right now. I'm controlling the recoil a little bit. Okay, not bad, not bad. It does not do a recovery this time, like the last time it did. It only does that dramatic recovery if you don't move your mouse. So right now I'm not moving my mouse at all. Even hip firing does that too, but I'm not sure if it does the recovery when you hip fire. that recovery is just hilarious right there. So now I'm gonna try out the other weapons, like the XM8. I think my XM8 hasn't been equipped yet, but I'm just gonna go ahead and equip as much horizontal recoil control as I could. I don't think there's no muzzle on this guy. Man, that's a bummer. Dude, I'm starting to like this game right now. From before, you wouldn't be able to see where the recoil is going, but now you can actually predict where the recoil is going. Oh, I'm liking this. I'm totally in love with this recoil system. This is a 32-player server, and yeah, on this map, it's still getting 80 frames per second. So I don't think it's performing very well on large maps, and it performs better on smaller maps instead. I wish they separate the smaller maps from the larger maps, because this is one of the larger maps, and of course, you already know, larger maps takes up a lot of resources. What am I getting right now? Still 140, 130. Yeah, I don't think lower spec PCs are going to be able to handle this at all. Speaking of which, I'm noticing a trend nowadays that... Who shot that RPG at me? Shoot that RPG at me again! Later! Like, I'm noticing a trend with Roblox FPS games. Like, most of the Roblox FPS games nowadays, they require a lot, or they demand a lot of resources, you know? And now let me try the carbon. I haven't even tried the carbon before. I don't think I've tried the carbon, but I'm gonna give it a try. Why not? Alright, the AKS-74U. Let me see how this does. Oh, it goes the opposite direction. Oh, this is interesting. So carbon goes the opposite direction. Let me try this again. Yep, it goes the opposite direction. Do I actually have a muzzle brake on this? I feel like I have a muzzle brake on this. Yeah, I do. Let me switch that to a compensator. Let me see what will happen. Ah, yes, this feels more like it. This one definitely feels more like it. So yeah, it's interesting to see many of the other guns that have recoil patterns. I'm actually curious to see what the AKM's recoil pattern is like. I would imagine that it would be the same as the AK-74U. Okay, so this is the AKM right here. Yep, as I imagine, it does act like the AK-74U. So the TLDR of the recoil patterns is the AK platforms goes towards the left, while the AR platform weapons goes towards the right side, which is very interesting. So if you're the person that can get used to the right side of the recoil pattern, then the AR platform is for you, like the HK416 or the XM8. And if you're used to the left side recoil, then the AK platforms are for you. If you're wondering, this is the RPK's recoil pattern. Yep, the same thing as all the other AK platforms. So yeah, that's the whole update video for Flashpoint. I don't think they've made a performance update on this update yet. And as far as my experiences go, I think yeah, I'm still running 140 FPS. They have not changed anything in terms of performance. Anyways, guys, that'll do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you like this video. Subscribe if you do like my content. And come hang out with me on my Discord, link in the description below. And much obliged for watching. And I will see you guys on the next video. Take care, and bye-bye.